Yeah, another thing is of course, ban is already in place. Usually it used to happen, embargo was put in place and all on. But the concern here is that somehow, whilst this ban is on, operations would continue. And, I mean, apply for license and they are given and all that. At some point, are you worried about these things as somebody, you are the one leading the timber association, in the members in this country. Could that be a concern for you? Whilst the ban is, you are not allowed to operate legally, but somehow people smuggle or deal with some other people, and at the same time, you operate sen timber.
Of course, it's our concern. That is why when the day that the press release come out,
yeah,
I listen it on my office. People call me, but to tell you that. That is the same day,
yeah,
I was sending almost my 8 container pictures. The same day, 8 container pictures that have been loaded in Brikama. The same day. So that's why I said the press release was premature.
There was no consultations done prior.
Very good. The minister has called us a meeting, I think 2-3 weeks when he come to the office, okay, with some of the stakeholders. Me, what I told him that we will be with you if you want to ban the timber. But it's not going to be an easy tax. That's what I told him on the meeting. But timber association will be ready, working with you. But it's not something that going to be an easy tax. I make him to understand that there are a lot of containers at the port that are already waiting for shipment. And there are more than 1,000 container timbers in the Greater Banjul area here now, lying down. So you need to go and get all these informations and call the stakeholders, make your decision. Yeah. You are the government. Yeah. And he promised that he's going to call the meeting after 3 weeks. Yeah. And that meeting couldn't come. I heard that there's a press release.
Okay.
So
the ban was in place.
The ban has been placed. So coming back to your question, I'll be very happy if it will materialize. Yeah. But nobody can convince me it will materialize.
Unless if you see otherwise.
Yes.
Okay. Now, benen bir bi moy, okay, kon ni ma ko waxe because
ban nen ko ni.
Waaw.
Alawatuñ ben continuer mu yóbbu bant kan mooy nekk victime bi right now because wax nga ne thousands of
Gambian.
A
Gambian businessman. Because Senegal is already collect their money.
Yeah, foog nga ne dina demee noonu foog la dinañ allow tam lii dem waaye mu yem fi loolu tam nekk ci press release bi.
I didn't read press release in detail, but what I understand that they say there's I don't know, temporary ban or ban whatsoever. But whatsoever is going to be, that's what I said. The minister, I agree with press release, but what I was expecting from him as a new minister, to come around to all the corner, to get all the clear informations. What is in the port? Let him go to the port. You have the power. Yeah. You have the mandate. He can look container by container, or assign people, or authorities.
Yes.
He will know. Let him go to Greater Banjul area. How many locks are lying down here? How many so-called factories are in Brikama and Cambridges are dealing timbers every day? Yeah. And so-called Chinese, they are even foreigners.
It's serious.
It's mad. It's not serious, my friend. All those people have been authorized exporting timber.
So why your association allow them that?
What can we do? We are not lawmakers. I have been saying this several times. I don't know. Drive your car and go to Brikama, around Kembajay. How many bands you will see on the highway there?
And these are,
it's very sad.
Then you have ban, but at the same
time,
exactly.
My first proposal, I think that's what reason that they rejected. Because when I told the minister that the Commission is ready to lead this problem, to solve the problem, but you have to stop all the nonsense permit you have been issued around the country. You have to stop everything, eliminate all the so-called Chinese permit, and issue only one unified permit. What we're going to call it as a cleaning exercise period, both in Gambia and Senegal, to make sure that everything is clean. But suspend all the permit you have been issued. That was my condition. If you cannot suspend the permit, I will not go front.
Okay, lan moo tax nga agree si décision bi waaye niñ ko doxalee ak niñ ko tëralee si loo xam ne ni sa njaboot dinañ si sonn fan nga foo base loolu sa agree bi ne nangu nga ñi banti bi
non
loraange moo si nekk wala lan.
No.
loo xam ne ni sa njaboot mu nee see jëlee coono.
No, it's
loolu
not-
tam pour nga leeral ñu.
no it's not that I nanku naa ko xam nga government du jëlee décision ma ne I'm not in for it.
Yeah.
But what I could say is that okay, I appreciate it, but can we materialize? Léegi li ma wax foofu mooy ne one of my interview with the Voice newspaper, I think the day or next day, my position and the position of the government is totally different. They cannot stop this without involving the timber association, real timber association on the glue. They cannot. And I make the minister to understand in that meeting that I was invited. If you want to stop this, you have to involve the timber association, that means the Gambian community. And we dealing with the Senegalese community, we are going to involve them. To tell them that, look, this thing we have to stop it.
Okay. All right. Legally, time is almost on our side. But Mr. President, finally, now, do you have any plans, or what are your plans? Plans in pour gis ne legi nangi monitor the system. A ban is on place. Apparently, you are not allowed to operate legally in this country. Anyone who go to Chiduga, so you know, because the government has placed a ban. But what are your plans pour monitor process? And then at the end of the day, do you intend to react at any time if you feel like you have the information or knowledge? Permits have been issued. The amna operation you them so without whilst this ban is on.
Yeah, anyway, I'm expecting the Honorable Minister will call a meeting, which that's what I expected from her.
Okay.
Because we had one meeting with him, and I expected him to call the meeting again. That's what he promised.
Yeah.
If he doesn't call the meeting, he stand where in the press release.
Yeah.
Timberson will stand always where we stand, to assure you that nothing will happen as far as timber is concerned across this nation without our knowledge. We will get information, and we will tell them exactly what's happening. If I show you with my corresponding with the ministry for last 3, 4, 5 years, it's more than 17 letters. We always give them information. This is what is going, is wrong. You have to do in this, you have to do that. But sometimes they don't even respond. So we'll continue to monitor the situation. We'll continue to feed the government what the right decision to be taken.
Okay.
And I always say, the way they are taking to stop this timber, I don't think it's a right channel.
Okay.
I don't know the reason behind, but it's just like, I mean, you are fooling the people. That's what I can say.
Okay.
Currently, kat mo nekk minister yi.
The former
Governor
of
Masakongo,
Masakongo.
Rohjan Manja.
léegi tam am na balaa time na time bi jeex na bëgg naa ko laajte rek.
waaw
léegi lan moo si nekk problème yi Gambie.
ci ban
tey jógewu si fora Gambia te Gambia ñu ngi si gis seen bopp am na économique bu si ñëw waaye interest of yow sa nit ñi ak sa économique réew ndax war noo tax tam ñoom tam ñu du mooyu rek ñële fatt seen boor a téye seen banta.
It's a very good question, but anyway, loolu mën na nekk.
Waaw.
Xam nga if I want to go that, xam nga diggante Gambia Sénégal, when you talk about Casamance, dafa am lu bari lu si laxasu, politically, economically, socially.
Yeah.
So loolu pour nga digest ko banta bi am na foo xam ne fu nga àggale the use name of the timber, but it's not the only issue of timber. There are so many issues on it. So loolu man, I will not accept or I will not agree for Gambian to be victim to be losing their timber, seized by government or burn it or whatsoever, because they don't steal it. It was bought by them, their own money, and it was packed somewhere. That's why I told the minister that you need to go around and look at all what we have on the grounds, and then make a decision and decide the fate of those timbers, and then we come a plan to stop it. But if you leave the timber in container in the port, you leave timber in the greater Banjul area here, you leave timber in the landing side, you say you ban it.
Yeah, it's a problem.
And you cannot go to the port, I cannot go to the port.
Ex-Mason is how many million do you think? Because I know you know the business very well.
It's a lot, it's a lot. But anyway,
yeah, exactly. What do you want